Everyone on Not a Straight Line Live, this is your Act 1 beginner's call. Beginners to the stage, please. Act 1 beginners.
Hello, dear listener. You know, there are some days when I wake up and I know exactly what I'm going to talk to you about on the daily episode. And other days I get to the end of the day, it's nearly 7:30 in the evening now, and I just, for whatever reason, didn't make time to record it this morning. And the longer the day went on, the less sure I was about what I was going to talk about. But I found myself saying something to a prospect in a sales call this afternoon, just now, actually, about 10 minutes ago. And I thought, that's it. Because there's a reflection. I'll stop talking around it. I'll just say what it is that who you surround yourself with really, really matters. So I do have a kind of day job at the moment. I'm an actor and producer, as you know, and I've got the Activate Your podcast collaboration with Rob and Matt and all the things. And one of those things is making sales calls for a guy who's a very successful entrepreneur. He's built and sold several companies, and I do sales calls for him. So he generates leads, and the first person that people speak to is me. And I found myself saying, for the first time, really, I've been doing these calls now since September last year, and I found myself talking to this founder, because they're generally first-time founders that I'm speaking to, that the environment that he's in, that he decides to put himself in, is probably going to be the single biggest factor of his success. And I told him about the Jim Rohn quote that we become the average of the people we spend the most time with. And as I was thinking, that I didn't want to go much further into the evening and not record tomorrow's episode, or today's episode, as you're listening to it, this episode, I mean, I reflected back on a conversation that I had with another incredible human that I'm collaborating with, Nick O'Brien, earlier on this evening, and just reflecting in light of what I said to this founder, that me having consciously and proactively put myself in a situation where I am surrounded by people like Nick and Rob and Matt and Nick's life and business partner Morgan, all these people, that is as much, if not a bigger indicator of my potential for success than anything, because good people will raise you up and bad people will drag you down. I don't mean good or bad in the pejorative sense. I just mean good or bad for you with where you are and what you are attempting to create and bring to life in the world. So if what's the laughing to myself because Rob Drummond always gets really annoyed. Well, not really annoyed, but often at the end of Help Before You Sell Out episodes, particularly where we've kind of ramble chatted for a bit, I sort of want to have a bit of a nice tidy, what are the main takeaways from this episode? And I'm not sure there is one from this, apart from to encourage you, dear listener, to really reflect on who you are surrounding yourself with. And that was the other thing I wanted to say, is that I mentioned it a couple of days ago about starting the the beta program of A Dragon's Guide to Business with Rachel Elnor Love. And I commented in the Telegram group that Rachel has set up to provide for us to provide support to each other and for her to provide support to us as we go through the program. I sent a post into the group saying, Rachel, I just want to say that you have attracted to you a gorgeous bunch of beautiful humans, and just sort of seeing the kind of people that are in that program, that are in that Telegram group. I just think to myself, well, I am surrounding myself with the kind of people that are going to help me bring to life, bring into reality what it is I want to create. So just encourage you, the listener, to do the same. And it doesn't happen by accident. It happens by being really clear about who you are, really clear about what you want to create, not necessarily how you want to create it, but just going back to that 25-year vision that I was talking about a few days ago, and first recorded a video on my YouTube channel about it over a year ago. Just what is that vision that's going to draw you and pull you through life? And then who are the people that you can surround yourself with that are going to make that more certain rather than less certain? And I guess that's the measure, isn't it, of any relationship you're in, or of any person that you're around for any significant period of time, is just ask yourself that question: is the energy that I'm receiving from this person, does it make me feel more certain or less certain of bringing to life what it is that I want to bring to life? And I think if both you and me, the listener, just regularly ask ourselves that question about whoever and whomever is in our vicinity, then that might be a really good way of navigating this incredible non-straight line journey that we're both on. So yeah, have an amazing rest of the day, and just want to tell you once again, I love you. Oh, and one more thing. Before you go, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Not a Straight Line. If anything in this episode or any of the episodes has stirred something in you, that quiet voice, that little niggle saying there's got to be more than this, or that ache in your heart when you see others living their creative dreams, don't let another year slip by. I've been where you are, trapped, watching my artistic self slowly fade away, but I made it out, and you can too. Let's chat about your second chance. Head to notastraightline.life/chat, because the world needs your creativity, not your compliance. Until tomorrow, love and be loved.